Eddie, Lumi, the aluminum-free deodorant for everyone's everything. I'm talking armpits, lady bits, under the testicles, the chesticles, the butt cracks, and sweaty backs, also feet. I mean,
Just don't lick it. I mean, it's great for everywhere else, but just don't lick it.
It smells so good. There's so many different flavors. I mean, scents. I say flavors, like you can eat it.
Right.
But it smells so good you think you could. Lumi attacks odor at the source. For 72 hours, you can be stink-free. I tried the tangerine on my underbits, and I can tell you what right now, it lasts and lasts. Because sometimes you're just sleeping, and you wake up and you're a little sweaty down there for no reason, or you just take a shower and you're just sitting around and you're like, why do I smell? I just took a shower.
Yeah. And you mentioned aluminum free too. Yeah. The only place aluminum belongs on your body is with tinfoil on your head. That's what I say.
That's right. So
I've always said that. You know that.
Lumi is the aluminum free deodorant for everyone's everything. Try it now. Go to lumideodorant.com for more.
Greetings, mood killers. It's Eddie with Marconi. There we are. The diplomats of doom and dysfunction. We haven't said that in a while, but that is our tagline. Do you like hot sauce? I love hot sauce. I have a lot of hot sauces.
I like Secret Aardvark sauce is my favorite.
I haven't tried that one. But I had a slight panic the other day because I realized my Sriracha, which is my favorite one.
That's a good one too.
I have like a tiny little thing left at the bottom of the Sriracha bottle, and I'm reading that there's another Sriracha shortage.
No.
And I was like, oh, this can't be right again. So I actually went to the store. No Sriracha. You can't find it. At least I couldn't find it.
The only thing I can find is Sriracha ketchup.
I did. Yeah, I found that, but it's like from Heinz, right? That Sriracha ketchup.
I don't know. Maybe.
It's good. It's good, but it's not like you're getting the hot sauce itself, because I just want the hot sauce by itself. I don't want it mixed with ketchup.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of its own kind of ketchup. I mean, the thing I like is literally Sriracha can be on anything, and it's perfect every time.
Right. So now you can go to if you want Sriracha, you have to go to eBay to buy Sriracha.
Really? Oh no. So is
how much do you think for a bottle of Sriracha?
It's probably like $100 or more.
I mean, it's $25.
Okay.
Which is still outrageous, because when you buy it, it's like $5 to $8, right?
And is it a huge? Yeah, is it a huge bottle, or is it just like a tiny one?
It's a regular size, 17-ounce bottle here.
And I think if you do Sriracha right, it lasts a while, right? If you get one, it's not going to go super fast. I mean,
that's why I never think to replace it, because it's like I buy it and I'm like, oh, I'm going to have this for 5 years, and then it always runs out in the middle of needing it.
Yeah. Well, you know what you can do? Secret Aardvark sauce is a good alternative if you're a Sriracha fan, and it's also, locally made,
right,
in Oregon. So it's
I've had it before at Portland restaurants. You'll often see that there. It's really good. I do like that. But you're right. I should be getting this. You can buy it at the hardware store, right?
You can literally buy it anyway. I get it on I get a lot of mine on Amazon, but you can get
I literally saw it at an Ace Hardware.
You did? No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's great. They should be able to. Why not?
Yeah. Only in America you can get a sand blaster and a bottle of hot sauce in the same trip.
That makes sense to me.
God bless America. Well, we have a lot to get to, Marconi. Maybe it's a turtle on the runway, or perhaps something crazy happens with computer systems. I have the funniest things that have caused airline delays coming up in our travel segment, Unfriendly Skies.
Oh, man. I always look forward to that, because there's always flying anuses out there, no matter what. And also, Eddie, how much does it cost to operate a hot dog cart? Also, why are 7,000 people dying each year after getting a prescription filled from a doctor? The answers to these queries and more in a new edition of Did You Know?
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. And then we'll also answer all of your questions with Ask Mood Killers. If you have any questions for myself or Marconi, life, love, career advice, whatever it is, we'll help you out right here. So get those questions in. Find Mood Killers on social media and we'll help you out later on today. This is the only show where hope goes to die.
Since you have so many opinions, what did you do to change the world, huh?
All right. We are on social media, whatever you like to use. We're on Facebook, of course, Instagram. We're on Threads, TikTok. We're just on all the social media. So come say hi to Mood Killers and let us know you're listening. We want to know that you're alive.
I forget about Facebook sometimes, and then I'll go on there, and there's a lot of really nice comments, and I feel bad that I miss you.
I know. I think a lot of our audience uses Facebook, so we have to make sure. People like to think that, Facebook is passe. Nobody uses it anymore. But actually, it's still like the most popular, one of the most popular social medias. So,
or the most unpopular. Either way, it has popular in the name.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. As we're doing the show live here, I feel really bad because I just got a text from my dentist. I totally forgot that I scheduled an appointment during our show.
What?
I don't know how I did that. They're texting me. They're like, "Where are you? Are you coming still?"
we gotta yank that one of your teeth out today. What are you doing?
Oh,
just tell them now over the air. I mean, just say, "Hey, listen, I'm not gonna make it."
Right.
I'll do it for you. Listen, Eddie's dentist. This is Marconi, his pal, his radio cohort. Eddie's not going to be making it to his dental appointment today. He's doing a show. What are you doing at this hour?
And besides, I didn't even want this dental appointment, so I went in for a cleaning a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
because and I keep up with all that. And the dentist said, everything looks good. And then he's like sitting there. He's like, "Oh, I didn't get to give this guy a cavity. I'm not going to make as much money off this guy today." So he's like, "You know what you should do? Why don't you come in a couple weeks and we'll whiten up your teeth?"
Oh, so you're going to get like a whitening?
Yeah, and I felt pressured, and I was like, "Oh, geez." I couldn't say no to the guy because he was being very nice to me. And
why not?
And he's like, "We'll
just say
get that
no. I
coffee
like
off
him
of
yeller. Just say I like him yeller. What do you mean?
But he gave me a complex, and I'm like, "Oh, do I have yellow teeth? Is that what this jerk is trying to say, or is he trying to just upsell me because he couldn't drill into my head?"
Of course he is. And also, what I like to do, and I used to date the daughter of a dentist, and he thought it was funny. His practical joke would be you would chew a bunch of Oreos right before your appointment and then go in with like teeth looking all dirty, gross. Right. Do that too. Then see if he wants to still clean you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the dentist.
I love the dentist. I love going in. I like getting scraped. Yeah. I like having things yanked out of my head. It's fun.
I know. Some people despise it.
They're terrified of it for no reason.
They want to be knocked out for a cleaning, but I go there and I open up my mouth. I think about how luxurious it is to be sitting there and to have somebody give you that kind of attention, and they go in and they clean all of your individual teeth. I'm just loving every moment of it.
I wish there was that. Is there that kind of service for other parts of your body? Can you just get them all?
Yes, they're illegal though. Most of them are illegal.
Oh, I see.
This is your captain speaking. We are now going to fly the unfriendly skies on Mood Killers.
I just realized you play that thing where it says Crafton, and then the other day we were talking about the diarrhea on the plane.
Right, I know.
It really was. Oh my gosh!
People think I'm making a joke there, but that's true. There was an actual Crafton the other day. But yeah, the unfriendly skies. We like to take a look at what's going on at our nation's airports and inside the airplanes. There's always something.
Most of the stories don't have to do with feces.
No, it's usually somebody being duct taped to a seat or punching a flight attendant. It's much more uplifting than that. So somebody went onto Twitter and they combed through to find the weirdest and funniest things that have caused flight delays recently. So this is kind of entertaining. How about this? This caused a flight delay recently. A fist fight on the jetway.
Oh.
So I wonder if that is the baggage handlers, or maybe there's a baggage handler fighting one of the cone guys.
Oh, I just picture like an old timey, like when before the talkies, like a silent movie, like a silent picture where they're squaring up, Queensberry rules, hey, I'm gonna knock your block off, see? And then
Yes.
there's something in the bag, maybe it's like he just went out there because he wanted to propose to his girlfriend on the plane, and the ring he accidentally left in his luggage, and he went down to the bottom of the plane. And the guy's like, "Hey, look, you can't be down there, see? Get out of there! What are you doing?
Right.
That's illegal."
That's probably what it was. Like, yeah, we have guys teleported from back in time.
That's right. You can't be time traveling. This is a plane.
Right. Here's another reason why a plane was delayed. Someone airdropped all the passengers on a plane photos of a plane crash.
Oh, no.
You can't do that.
I
And
do.
then they're like,
when I used
"Is
to
this a
ride the
threat?"
train, though, I would do airdrops, but it would always be of my cats. Just little cute pictures of my kitties.
Is that rude to airdrop somebody something, or is it okay because you get to accept it or not?
If Apple didn't want people to drop, they would stop. And they haven't stopped,
Yeah.
so I continue to drop. Whenever I'm in a public place, you're going to get a cat pic.
That's
something
right.
like that.
I've had that. Have you ever had that before where you're in a public place and all of a sudden you get the notification on your phone? It's like somebody's trying to airdrop you something. Have you ever had that happen?
I
have
wish
before.
that it would be, somebody else sending I wish people could go, "Oh, it must be that guy over there. He's sending us cute pictures of his cats." And then they wanted to send me like a picture of their puppy or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like that.
Yeah, but it's always people sending
Something
rude
that you
photos.
can't, yeah, something you don't want to see.
Yeah, exactly. Another reason why a plane was recently delayed is someone's emotional support dog would not stop barking.
Oh, does that ever happen with your dog's barks occasionally, during the show? But I don't mind that. It doesn't bother me at all. But if it was on a plane, somebody might not like that.
No, that's actually my biggest fear is when I've had to fly with him. I think, oh crap, what if he barks the whole flight? Then it's going to be so embarrassing. They'll probably kick me off. They'll turn the plane around. I don't know what they're going to do, but he's never done it. Never
He's always
has.
super chill.
Yeah. Well, part of it's because he gets a little trazodone, is what they call.
I need that. Can I
I
take
know.
half of one of those, like a quarter?
I know.
I just want to.
I know. And then finally, a plane was recently delayed because a passenger spilled a bunch of rice in the aisle. And then the crew refused to leave until that passenger cleaned up every grain.
What?
It sounds like kindergarten.
Like accidentally spilled like a bag, like they're taking some
It's
dry
like
rice.
The rice just went everywhere in the aisle.
He's like, I was trying to fix my phone on the plane so I could talk to my grandma. But
Right.
how would he? I mean, that's weird. So you're paying for the flight, and now do they pay you afterwards for the cleanup? Because that's somebody's job. It's not the passengers.
I know. It seems like an honest mistake. It's not like this person was walking around dumping rice on the floor.
What are they going to do if he refuses? Kick him off the plane? I mean,
Oh, yeah. They just open the door and push him out.
kick him out with his damn rice. Here's the rest of your bag of rice too, kid. Eddie, it's your most favorite segment that you didn't even know was your favorite. It's Did You Know? These facts are real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real.
Did you know there is a picture of Superman in every episode of Seinfeld?
I did.
Yeah.
Because Jerry's a huge Seinfeld fan. And if you look on his mantle, he has like a little action figure, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Is that the one they're talking about? Or because I can't imagine it being in every other scene. I can just see.
No, yeah, it's just I think they're just talking about the one he has on his mantle at the
Oh,
apartment.
okay.
Every episode takes place in the apartment. I don't think there's one. Maybe there's like one episode, the garage one.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
they're
there's
not
stuff in the
apartment.
cafe too, but yeah, but every episode, there's not one that doesn't take place in the apartment. Maybe the very last one is the only one that doesn't take
Oh,
place in his
yeah.
apartment.
Well, then weren't there flashbacks or no? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right. You're probably right.
yeah.
Here's another one. In the catacombs of Paris, there are an estimated 6 million human skeletons stacked in underground. And it's a macabre labyrinth of death.
Good.
Have you been there to the catacombs?
I have not.
That's-
Where is that again? Indiana?
In Paris. I think you've been to
Oh,
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah.
I've been to Paris, but did not go to the catacombs.
That's the
No.
first place I would want to go.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool. I don't know. I guess didn't have time or something. I don't remember. It's been a long
You're
time.
too busy
since
in the
Paris.
line to see Mona Lisa.
Yeah,
No.
that postage stamp. It's so depressing. And
Yeah, yeah.
sad when you see it. You're like,
Yeah.
I waited in line to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a long line of gross people breathing all over it. And I'm just gonna look at it from the back of the crowd and walk out.
Yeah, there you go. And there's a lot of other art there
Saw
that's just as great that there's no line, you know?
Yeah.
Here's another one. Did you know, Eddie, Canada has more lakes than all other countries combined? 2 million lakes
Okay.
total.
Wow.
That's a lot of lakes.
Too many, if you ask me.
It is too many. You're
I
right.
need to get rid of it. Why don't you fill a couple of those up?
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Too many.
Or
I hate lakes.
Move some to like the desert in like Arizona or something. Could use a couple down there. Spread them out.
I'm just so sick of lakes.
I didn't said nobody ever. I don't think anybody's ever said that. It's an odd take.
Shut up. I've had it up to here with lakes.
Oh, well. Here's another one. Eddie, did you know it costs $200,000 a year to operate a hot dog cart?
Wow.
I
In
can't.
New York City?
I don't know. It just said the hot dog cart. Maybe it's licensing and stuff like that, but I can't imagine. I guess hot dogs, but I don't know.
It has to be. They're probably talking about New York, I would imagine, because everything there is so expensive. But
Yeah.
I wonder if you pay $200,000 a year for your hot dog cart, I wonder how much you make a year after that.
You probably have to have some kind of special medallion to sell as a vendor on the street, and then on top of that, there's probably some health thing you have to pay for. You know, some kind of permits, this and that, and then you got the product, but then you upcharge a little bit so you at least cover your costs on that. But then,
Well, I found out here it is. This is it.
What?
The salaries for hot dog vendors in New York City range from only $17,000 to $32,000.
well, then how do they do it?
I don't know. Maybe it's a part-time gig, and I guess it's probably seasonal too, because I can't imagine when it's really cold. Obviously, they're not going to be out there in a blizzard.
yeah, maybe
So
in
if
the
you're
fall.
making $32,000 in spring, summer, part
Yeah.
of fall,
You're
I
like,
don't know.
Who wants a frozen hot dog? Come on down.
Right.
Eddie, did you know deaf people with schizophrenia see voices? That makes sense, right?
Huh. I've heard that. Yeah, I think I've heard that before. That's weird. I wonder what it looks like. What does a voice look like?
I don't know. Well, I mean, the
Maybe
only
it
thing
looks
I
like
could
the
think
Rolling Stones logo.
it's right, a giant tongue, or like a
Yeah.
wave, like a digital wave where you can see the vocal waves. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that could be it.
Here's another one. Did you know no matter how hard you press on the nail bed of your pinky, you most likely won't feel it?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna remember that next time the mob is torturing me.
That's what I was thinking too when they threatened to cut off your pinky. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why
dude.
they do it first, because it's scary, but it's less painful, and they can just, I don't know, cauterize it on the stove or something. You won't
with a
feel it.
cigar.
Yeah, yes, with a Tony Soprano cigar. Just
That's how we did it back in the mob.
That's right. Back when you were in the mob.
Yeah.
Here, did you know blind individuals can experience dreams involving senses other than sight, such as sound, touch, taste, and smell? And I
What
thought
are these other senses?
it was interesting because I was told that you can't taste anything in your dreams, but I guess if you're blind, you got to go with what you
Oh.
is heightened. I don't know, but
As I mentioned before, my dog is blind, and when he's sleeping, dogs will dream, and you can see they're wagging their tail, or it looks like they're kind of like sniffing around. And I wonder if he can see in his dreams. I wonder because
I bet he can because I bet people that
But
were.
he's probably so disappointed when he wakes up.
I can only imagine if you can remember if you're a blind person that used to be able to see, then you probably can see in your dream. But if you were born without sight, I mean, you wouldn't know. And maybe that's wrong too. Maybe for some reason in somebody's dream, they can see and they imagine what things would be like.
Well, I wonder if like he starts to dream about new experiences in his life, and the new experiences they don't have sight involved.
Oh wow! Or like, wonder if
I
he's
gotta
like,
ask him. I'm gonna sit him down and get all these answers.
Wonder if he could see how he's gonna, extinct you, so he can can collect all your millions before he dies.
Oh yeah, of course. He's trying to kill me for years.
Yeah, right. In your sleep. Oh, here's another one, Eddie. Did you know people tend to yawn more in warmer environments because it's the brain's way of cooling itself when you yawn?
Okay.
It's like opening up a little exhaust.
Isn't that weird?
It's like cracking a door for your brain.
Yeah. I don't want to crack too much of my brain. Please. Here's another one. Did you know the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth is called arachibutyrophobia phobia? Arachibutyrophobia.
Arachibutyrophobia.
Do you have is that a thing? A fear, really? I mean, I don't like if a chip gets stuck to the roof of my mouth. That's not fun. Like a Pringle. I don't like that. But there's not much you can do, or a an apple slice or something. I don't like anything like that getting stuck up there, but sometimes it happens.
It happens, and you're probably gonna die if it does.
Okay, here's one, Eddie, and this is really kind of creepy. More than 7,000 people pass away annually due to doctors' bad handwriting on prescriptions.
Oh, I've wondered about that. So, the doctor scribbles something, the pharmacist is like, yeah, okay, I guess I don't know what this is. I'm just going to fill it up with this rat poison.
It seems weird. You're right. It seems odd though that this isn't in a digital age that you have to take a prescription in, because a lot of times they'll just send it over, right? Like digitally. Like an email.
That's how it's happened to me the last couple of times. I don't remember the last time I had like a handwritten. Actually, what? I take that back. My family doctor, he's an older guy, like old school. He'll still write out a script by hand and tell me to go to the pharmacist.
He's the one killing everyone.
Exactly. He's a murderer.
Yeah.
Good.
Ask Mood Killers.
Well, it seems our audience has a lot of issues, but that's okay, because so do we. Marconi and I have had to overcome a lot of problems in our lives.
True.
Of all sorts of, whether it's personal or,
that time my grandmother gave me a perm and all my hair fell out. That was really scary.
Exactly. So that we're just experts in life in many ways. So if you have a question for us, send it in. moodkillers@stayanal.com, and we'll do our best to answer your questions. Mood killers. What are some effective stress management techniques I can use while driving a school bus?
Maybe do it before. I'm just gonna say, when I always, it's terrifying to think about that, because sometimes somebody was driving the school bus their entire life, and then one thing happens and it's curtains for everyone. They drive off a cliff, like on a lot of movies. They have bus drivers driving with a school bus of children right off of a cliff.
It happens all the time.
And I'm wondering,
every day.
Why are they driving near cliffs? Just stay away from cliffs.
Why don't you stop building the elementary school at the top of the mountain? That's what I always.
What's wrong with you?
But they, So I would never be a school bus driver. That's got to be the most stressful job in the world. And I actually heard there's a shortage of school bus drivers. They can't find people to do the job.
I think there are a lot of good ones too. I really feel like it could go either way. There's really horrible ones that have had it, and then there are just the great ones that you're like, oh, remember Mr. Chauncey? I see him. I used to see him every day. It was great. He was so nice. And then, then Mr. Chauncey drops dead, and you get, Hagatha. She comes in and ruins your life. She's mad all the time, doesn't want to be there, and maybe she's a a little tuned up. Who knows what's going on with Hagatha?
Yeah.
But I don't like her just thinking
Got
about
a
it.
highball in her hand.
Why is she doing that? She should be in prison. Oh,
But,
anyway.
the parents look the other way because there's a shortage of school bus drivers. So,
It sucks.
yeah, but I don't know. That's a tough job. I would say maybe, wear headphones and sunglasses.
Like Otto,
and just
like from The
keep to
Simpsons.
yourself. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, look at that guy. He did it right. He had headphones on the whole time he's driving.
And everyone
That's
liked
maybe the way to
Otto,
go.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Mood killers. How can I become a more active listener?
Make a banner. I don't put it up somewhere. Let people know. Get the
Yeah.
message out there. I'd say buy our merch. Moodkillersmerch.com. There's always
You're saying an active listener of mood killers.
an active listener like in life. Oh, I thought
Like
when somebody says listener, and I was thinking, listen, I can tell you.
I like the way you're answering it better. Yeah, so go get some merch.
But
That's how you can become a more active listener.
if you just shut the F up, sometimes you'll listen and hear things that people say. That's probably the best way to do it. I don't know how to do it
Yeah.
myself, but if you could master it yourself, if somebody can master it, maybe you could teach me something.
Yeah, why don't you shut the F up and buy a mood killer's bib?
Yes.
Ask.
Oh, goody.
That's right. We're helping people out right here. If you have questions, we will help you. Any topic, send them in. Moodkillers@stayanal.com or find us on social media and DM us. Mood Killers, what's the best way to handle conflicts in a romantic relationship? I've been dating someone for 3 months and we just had our first argument.
Eddie, you're fresher at this than me.
Okay.
Because my relationship status is, you have a conflict, and then I just ghost. I decide that I didn't need this that bad. It wasn't going well anyway, so why worry about it? You're actually in it to win it in the relationship. You actually want to be in the relationship, and I can see why. I met your girlfriend. She's very nice. And so what's something that you resolved? You don't have to give too many details, but, an issue. Like, for instance, you forgot her birthday, right? But then you took her on. You took her.
Of course, it's always my fault, by the way, when an issue comes up in our conflict. Yeah. I just want to throw that out there.
You forgot her birthday, but then you made up for it by taking her to Wrigley Field and Fenway.
Well, no,
You
that
went
was
to-
already planned. I didn't make it up by doing that. I
Oh.
reminded her.
so
was her
to make it
actual
up, so to get the argument to be
No.
settled, you reminded her that you planned that for her.
Well, I did. I basically what I did is here's the best thing on your side when you're having a conflict in a relationship, and that's time. And that's time. So just let the other person just stew in it, and I don't care anymore. I'm not in charge of somebody else's feelings.
Right.
I made a mistake. I apologize. You're gonna stew for a couple days. So be it. I don't care. I have other things to do.
In all
So don't-
honesty, I mean, I get it. Like, it's more about like what it feels
Yeah.
like in front of your friends and coworkers when somebody forgets your birthday. I think, because say Gretchen from accounting, she gets a big bouquet of flowers
Oh yeah, of
and
course.
a cake, and then on your girlfriend's birthday, she gets nothing because her boyfriend forgot. But in reality,
I did panic, and I got an Instacart order of flowers and cupcakes sent to her immediately.
see, you're a brilliant genius. See,
But then here's the problem: I panicked and I forgot that she hates cupcakes. So
what?
Yeah.
I don't even. She seems like a really delightful human being. How could she hate cupcakes?
I don't know. It's insanity.
Oh.
But she I don't know. Doesn't like cupcakes. And how could you not like? It's basically a tiny cake. It's the same thing.
Does she not like? Does she like cake at least?
Yeah. Just
So what's
when
the
it's in
difference?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
We don't know. I love
like,
cupcakes.
but the thing is I learn, oddities about her through you, and sometimes, when in person I learned a few, and it was great because I have a lot of them myself.
Oh, we all do.
And I was like,
that's
well,
fine.
at least you're not boring. You're an interesting person, like if you don't like cupcakes, it's an interesting thing to talk about at
it's
least.
funny. It's kind
Yeah.
of funny. And she got cupcakes on her birthday. I assume they went straight to the garbage.
Oh,
And it made her even more upset. So I'll just say, you have a conflict. Just give it time.
that's right.
Apologize and then go golfing for a few days.
Wow, days. Wow, okay.
Yeah, just
There you go.
just skip town for a couple of days and come back.
That'll solve it.
Yeah, that fixes everything.
What did you do today to change the world, huh?
Nothing.
Excuse me, nothing. We got on the radio and we said some stuff. We complained about things.
Yeah.
Marconi did another edition of Did You Know? We learned a lot there.
Oh,
And you always bring in a lot of facts. And it was just, you brought in
too many, I
beautiful-
think, sometimes. Like, for instance, this is one that I
Yeah.
could actually use. Did you know if you put your phone on airplane mode, it will charge faster?
I did, yeah.
See, you know all that stuff. You're smart. You know, if it comes to Apple products, you're kind of a genius. You are the genius bar.
I used to do this tech segment on the radio all the time.
Oh.
So I would read all the time. I'm way behind on
Eddie's
I
Tech
can
Tickle.
help you out up to iPhone 8. I got you covered.
Oh, yeah. There's already a 15 coming out. I just got 14. Why do I
Anything
need?
you want to know about 8?
I
Let me
literally
know.
like when I go to pay my bill on my phone, it's already telling me, well, you want to buy the 15? It's like 2 months ago I bought the 14. You know I don't need the 15. Calm down.
I think I am gonna buy it. I haven't had an upgrade in like 3 or 4 years, so I'm gonna get the 15, and it's probably gonna be disappointing, but I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Well, as they say, every time they tout this thing, well, you could shoot an entire movie on it. It's 5K. Like,
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Watch out, Guillermo del Toro. I'm coming for you.
That's right.
Yeah. I got it out for that guy. So thank you for bringing those beautiful facts, which did you know.
Yes.
And of course, if you missed that or anything else that we talked about, it's all on our podcast, available if you're listening on the radio right now, moodkillersradio.com. Go to Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts. We also did another edition of Ask Mood Killers, where we answered your questions.
Queries.
That's always fun.
I
Yes,
like to disillusion myself into thinking that I'm helping. You know, usually I just tangent on something and then I forget the question. But
Right, like somebody asked today how they can become a more active listener, and your advice is to buy a Mood Killers T-shirt. And I don't think that's what the question was, but you know,
how is that not right? I mean, if you're
technically it's right, but I think that's a different kind of listener. But it's okay. We still help them because now they look stylish for their fall wardrobe.
that's right. There's nothing wrong with going to moodkillersmerch.com and buying a camping goblet or a bib. You know,
Good.
set yourself up. And we've got a whole line of Stay Anal merch that is still available for a limited time.
You know, I gotta tell you real quick. I bought the Mood Killers camping goblet,
Right.
And I brought it into the office, and it went missing. Somebody really loves that thing.
Somebody
They
stole your
it, and
camping
then
goblet.
I was walking around the office the other day, and I saw it on someone's desk. They turned it into a pen holder. Isn't that disrespectful?
I think they need to be reprimanded immediately and then thanked for representing. They love the show so much. They wanted to look at Mood Killer's logo on their desk all the time.
Yeah, I was offended at first because I was like, "That's only to transport hot liquids, sir." And then I was like, "All right, well, actually, they're seeing it every day." So
Right. They're thinking about us.
yeah,
So whoever that
That's right.
is, you know who you are. Thank you.
moodkillersradio.com. Head over there and get the podcast. We'll see you next time.
I use like sauce jars.